Subject matter, viewer discretion is advised.
Since our last sideshow, Greg is now out. And of course, thanks to the instant eviction, so is Neha. In other words, we have a lot to cover tonight. The Big Brother Canada sideshow starts right now.
Previously on Big Brother Canada.
Kevin, you are the new HOH.
Kevin's short reign as HOH ended in an instant eviction. And Neha was banished from the house.
This couldn't be more perfect. Everything's coming up. Chop chop, baby.
Brittany was a pawn in a land ruled by men.
The boys have put me on the block 2 weeks in a row, and I want revenge.
Till one day, her fate changed.
From pawn to queen in one day?
Brittany won the HOH competition and became the queen.
Brittany is going to turn this whole house around. Watch out, boys.
Queen Bee wished to end the male domination of the house, devising an elaborate plan to backdoor one of their leaders, Greg.
I'm gonna put Greg at ease by making it seem like Johnny's my target this week.
At the nomination ceremony, Brittany staged a one-woman show, putting up the two boys who had pawned her and implying the backdoor was reserved for Johnny.
I never forget when someone writes my name down.
When the curtain closed, Greg bought Brittany's act. At the POV competition, Bobby went top speed, but got tangled up.
I am pissed with how this turned out.
Sarah and Kevin spun out and spewed. In the end, Johnny spooled up and won the veto. When Queen Bee spent the night contemplating a successor to the eviction throne, it triggered Greg's ninja senses.
I got a bad feeling that Ginger Ninja's going on the block.
When Greg confronted Brittany, she gave him a royal smackdown.
This is my HOH, and I'm running the show.
Shut down and shut out, Greg went on the warpath.
You shouldn't lie and say I called her emotional
I
player.
didn't lie and say anything, Greg, that
Then
you
I
didn't
had it
say.
under my thumb. I never said
earned my right to stay here and do what I want with my power veto.
At the veto ceremony, everything fell into place. Johnny gallantly saved his Kevy Webby's neck, and Queen Brittany sentenced the Ginger Ninja to the chopping block.
Brittany, you're dead to me. Hashtag Ginger Ninja. Peace.
Thus ending the reign of male dominance throughout the land, and sending Greg, the Ginger Ninja, out the door.
Ginger Ninja. Hashtag at 604. Proper.
Hello and welcome to the Big Brother Canada sideshow. Greg is out, instant evictions, guys versus girls. We have so much to get to this week. You can always be a part of the conversation. Just tweet us, use the hashtag BBCan3. So let's get right to it and bring out one of my co-hosts. Up first, the man who raids my wardrobe closet every week. And I love it. Let's hear it for Gary Levy. Amazing.
I tried.
And he has nearly 9 million views on his YouTube channel. He's Peter Brown, everybody. Yeah. You look very dapper. You look very dapper. What? An exit. What a week in general. Greg is out. He's out.
I think the Ginger Ninja definitely took, a trip through the Big Brother sewers this week. And now he's out of the house. That's what happens when you're overly confident, I think.
What do you think, Kevin?
He literally ran out of there as if he was going around the bases, and he slid into home out here in the real awful world we live in.
Well, that was really the first kind of big move. It was a big plan, and it worked. The back door, we hadn't seen that yet this season, and it really, really worked. What do you guys think?
Brittany had an amazing plan, and she pulled through, and she orchestrated this whole thing, and the back door really, happened. And I think as an HOH, that was really good for her, and I'm sure it boosted her confidence level, which I think she needed at this point in the game.
Yeah, it was a move with a lot of different pieces that had to align, and it worked flawlessly, surprisingly. That often doesn't happen, especially this early in the game. The big move was perhaps getting rid of Bobby, so I would call this the bold move because she knew Greg was coming after her. That's who she got rid of.
The bold move. Okay, I want to ask you guys about this whole voting with the House thing because we've seen a lot of unanimous votes or near unanimous votes so far. Tell me about that whole psychology of voting with the House.
I just don't understand, really, because really the House starts with one person saying, I want this person, and then they spread it throughout the House. The House doesn't just wake up in the morning and say, okay, let's all vote out Johnny. I feel like in this situation, Greg said to, Brittany, the house wants Johnny. No, Greg, you wanted Johnny, and you're trying to spread this and make this work. So there's no such thing as really the house. It kind of starts as like a rumor and spreads.
Would you agree?
No, I think there is something in the house. I think the house itself has a consciousness. I believe in Big Brother because he talks to you every day over loudspeaker. So you can get a sense of who's potentially being targeted if you're paying attention in there. So if a lot of people are maybe whispering or pointing or looking at someone different or not hanging out with someone, you're like, that person is probably going to be going very soon. I should distance myself from them and make sure that I'm on the right side of the vote.
Which is kind of like what happened with Bruno, right? Like Bruno was actually working to help Greg and had to pull back last minute and vote with the house. Okay, can we just quickly talk about Brittany's rise from the ashes? That was kind of amazing to watch. She was on the block twice, and then she was the HOH, and then became a player.
That just shows you how quickly things change in this house. I mean, 1 minute you're defeated, and you feel like, oh my God, my game's blown, and I'm on the block, and then you can just win an HOH and be the queen bee. I mean, pretty cool.
She has to keep in mind going forward, though. She knows what it's like to be here. She knows what it's like to be here. Find your way here and then go forward.
Speaking of power shifts, this was something that definitely caught your eye this week, how quickly power can change within the house. So let's see the boys' take on that in this week's rant.
This week is all about power, and Big Brother's got all of it. Power!
Power in the house is not constant. It's vulnerable. It's fleeting. It's an illusion.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it straight with you, as straight as I can get. Big Brother is not about the HOH. It's about who you know.
If you're relying on competition wins for power, you're already in trouble. Some of the biggest power moves in the game happen socially, and you never even see them. This week, Brittany went from slop to top. She made a great move to use her power effectively.
You went from the pawn to the queen bee, honey. But we all know there's only one queen, honey. Put a ring on it. No, but I'm serious. I'm single, Canada.
I love how power still goes to people's head. This week, you stood on a gear slightly longer than everybody else, and suddenly you're like, oh, look at me and all of my power. You are nominated, and you are nominated. I am immortal! Is this Wednesday? I can't compete? Please don't nominate me.
You know what'd be really funny is to have Peely win HOH. Peely, what would your little nugget head do?
Over here, the power lists are Ashley and Pilar. But their boys, Zach and Kevin, do have power. So the girls are making their power moves with their tongues.
Pilar, you are not at a camp. You are in Big Brother Canada, okay, honey? So you're gonna need to win an HOH or get in an alliance and talk about the game you're playing. Stop giggling. Not everything's funny. Pilar, wake up! Honey, wake up and smell the coffee! Play!
Give it up for Peter and Gary. So good. Listen, we have plenty more to discuss, including the KFC First 5 comp. Someone is going back in that house. We'll also talk to Craig, and from season 2, she's a fan favorite. Ika will be here. The Big Brother Canada Sideshow is back on Slice right after this. Back to the Sideshow. If you're looking for chatter on everything to do with Big Brother Canada, this is the place. Every week, Gary, Peter, and I will be joined by Big Brother experts as we discuss what happens inside the house. Our first guest tonight shredded her way to becoming a fan favorite. Let's take a look at Ika in action. Ika! Uh-oh.
Oh, hell no, girl.
He is working like a hooker on Young Street.
Go, girl. Go get a girl.
Ika is the new HOH.
Ika Wong listens to nobody but Ika Wong.
Ika's scary. She's got a personality on her.
Paul has no idea the wrath of Ika. I hate every single one of y'all in there. Good riddance to you.
You. I did topaz to you.
Ika, you have been evicted from the Big Brother Canada house.
Give it up for Ika! Wow, that's gorgeous.
Hey, guys. Hey.
I get a hug this year.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Things change. Things heal with time.
I'm forgiving like that.
Well, welcome to season 3 of Big Brother Canada. It's so great to have you here. I want your thoughts on the show right now. What is standing out for you in the show?
For sure, the KFC twist. because I'm just so jealous. Because the top 5 people get to go back into that house, and I didn't. Like that. That's just jealous. What's going on?
So you think, you know, because Greg came out and he was like, well, I don't know if I want to go back in.
I wanted to slap him. I was like, get it together. Like, what are you doing?
Any players that you have your eye on?
You know what? I do like the not so nicey players. I did like Cindy, don't hate me. I did because she caused drama. She was fun to watch. I also like Neha. I liked her. She's also fun to watch. I am not the nicey player. We all know that. Right now, I think Zach's playing a really good game. I'm surprised. And Brittany did good. She did good for her HOH. Like, she got up a few notches in my books, you know, for her HOH.
Well, let's talk about Brittany and this whole girls' alliance that kind of fell flat. We saw 3 female players exit the house, like, in a row, and it was brutal. And then Brittany came back to win HOH. What do you think about this whole girls' alliance thing? Because it's something you tried to do in your season as well.
Arissa, you're bringing back bad memories for me now, and I don't like that. You know what? Again, bad memories. It falls flat because I feel like in that house, not in real life, because guys are strong in real life, but in the house, girls depend on men a lot. It's like stepping back into the 1950s. They walk into the house and they feel like men are stronger, they're better, and they will take them further than girls can. And girls are catty. You know, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't
so
work.
do you think it's going to have a life further than, you know, at this very moment in the show?
I think Brittany and Sarah will do fine by themselves. Don't bring anybody else. Don't do it. Don't. Don't do it, huh?
There's power in numbers, though. Like, if they get, like, maybe 2 more girls on
Not
there.
in girl numbers, Gary. Not in girl numbers. Well, get yourself 2 boys.
Okay, so let's talk about the big move thing. In Big Brother, this is a big deal. The audience, the viewers cannot wait for big moves. And we saw a big move, but, Peter, you called it a bold move, maybe not the big move. Do you think it was a smart idea to get Greg out in this fashion? Because really, they could have gone after Bobby, someone who's shown he could win competitions.
You know what? I will agree with Peter for once. It was a bold move.
Write this down, everybody. Write it down. This moment in history.
It won't happen ever again. And I'll say that because I feel like when you're in the house, you have to kind of ask yourself, who do I like? And ask yourself, who does everybody else like? And that person is Zach. She should have went after Zach and got him out of the house. A player like Greg will always be a target because he's just so obnoxious. But Zach and Johnny, like, everybody likes Zach, and he's a big physical threat. He's a good social player. Get him out of the house. Get him out.
Okay. What do you guys think of this?
I absolutely agree. I mean,
my gosh, we agree.
That's twice now. This is great.
I mean, missed opportunity to not take a shot at Bobby, but I also agree that you can take a shot at someone like a Zach. If Brittany's as powerful as she wants to be, then you take out somebody who's good with everybody. You know, if you look around, it's like, I'm good with him, you're good with him, he's good with him. Maybe we should get rid of this one, unless they see him as someone who can go much later. That's the only rationale.
Right. Do you think it would have worked, though? You know, Zach said, you know, if you're going to take a swing at me, you better hit. You better not miss it. Do you think that would have worked with someone like Zach?
I don't know. And just even in the realistic situation, like, Brittany did put up, you know, Bobby. Like, once she does that, like, her HOH is essentially over. So the house could just come together and get rid of Bobby, and I think they made a mistake in that sense because Greg is, like, not really physical. I don't think he's mental, just a wild guess. So it's just like, I feel like they could have just gotten out a physical player. Bobby was sitting right on that block. I don't think Bobby's going to be on that block for a while now. So the house, I think, is going to click, oh, we should have gotten out Bobby way back when.
Okay. We got lots more to come, including some of your tweets. We'll also talk to Greg. The Big Brother Canada Sideshow is back on Slice right after this. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Gary and Peter are here every week, and tonight we're also joined by the incomparable Aika. So if you're wondering, who is that hosting the show? On the weekend, someone tweeted to me like, what would you look like with straight hair? And I was like, oh, you know, I don't look like myself at all. And they're like, if we got 500 retweets, would you do it for the show? And I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Not thinking they were serious. They were dead serious. 5 minutes later, they have like 500 retweets. I'm like, next time, it will be 50,000 retweets. So this is the wig. So this is for you, Twitterverse. Thank you very much. Enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, so we also get so many tweets for the house guests, but of course they can't respond when they're inside the house, unless we let them. Let's head inside and share some tweets. Okay, here we go. Hey, guys. How are you all doing? I know, it is still Arissa. I know. It is still me. Please say hello to Peter and Gary. Wow, that's a good reception. Well, we know you don't have smartphones or computers or tablets, but guess what?
You guys are blowing up on Twitter. I mean, blowing up, trending constantly. So, do you mind answering a few tweets live right now? All right, Peter, you want to take the first one?
Ah, yes, of course. Hello, house guests. Kevin, this is for you from @Rainbow and he asks, are you surprised how crazy the house and game can make you? Is it harder than you imagined?
When I sat at home on my couch, I laughed at these people in this house. I thought it was so easy. When you get in this house, it mentally messes you up, and you can't understand that unless you're in this house, and we now all understand that.
I'm glad that you do.
Hi, guys. Zach, this one's for you. @PZ6 asks, if someone from the outside could bring one thing into the house for you, what would it be? And you can't say me.
I would have to say a football. We've been throwing toilet paper around for 21 days, so bring me a football and I'll be a happy guy.
Yeah, I'll ask Big Brother if we can do a favor for you, okay?
Okay. Okay, we got one more. Let's say to Willow. Okay. How did I know you'd be excited? I love it. Okay, @Tina Davison asks, which competition has been the most fun so far? We have put you guys through the ringer.
Oh my gosh, most fun. I mean, they've all been wonderful, every single one. I want to go with, you know what, the one Godfrey and I just did, Shifting Gears. We, we got really personal, and I think we're really close and personal, and we got to know each other a little bit in another level. So that one was definitely the funnest, yeah.
Fair enough. And you didn't have to do spooling around, did you?
I did, luckily. I could not have done that. I get to host it, though.
That was crazy. No, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Well done, guys. Well done. We're all rooting for you out here. Thank you so much, house guests. We'll talk to you soon. Of course. Well, every week the house guests have to say goodbye to a friend. But when Rocky the dog left, it might have been the toughest goodbye of all.
Rocky!
Have a look.
House guests, please return Rocky to the HOH room.
No! Big Brother asked us for Rocky to be returned to the HOH room, telling us our relationship with this little guy's over, and it's a tough day for the Big Brother house.
Bye, buddy. You know, Rocky is a very close friend of mine. We had a final two. It's hard to get rid of him. Make sure you pet under his ears. He likes that. Look at that.
Look at his tail is wagging like crazy.
See how happy he is? He loves that. Hi, Rocky. We need a minute here. We're gonna miss you. I just don't know how we're gonna live without you.
Rocky is a family member to this Big Brother house. And I don't know how we're gonna go along without him.
Oh, no, don't do this. Don't, Rocky. It's okay. Stay. Just stay, Rock. Good job. He needs a treat. He needs a treat. You need to win this HOH, all right? He needs to come back.
I know.
He needs to come back.
Stay.
Good.
Leaving Rocky in that room was one of the toughest moments of my life, but I know he's looking down on me. And he's cheering me on the whole way.
I don't care. Bye, Rock. You'll be good. You'll be good. I'm gonna miss you too.
Let's hear it for Rocky, everyone. That was good. That was good. Well, the house guests also had to say goodbye, on a serious note, to Neha on Sunday, and she came out with no one else here. She was the casualty of our instant eviction. Here's a little highlight pack of her inside the house. Neha!
This house looks amazing! The women in the house, we're all beasts. I'm a fighter. This is my game.
She's not even blinking, doesn't want to miss anything on this video.
She is dangerous.
These guys think they're so smooth, but really, they got no game. Peekaboo. Peekaboo? No, thank you.
You are correct.
Sorry.
Neha, you are correct. Neha, you are correct. Ashley, you are correct.
This HOH was so important for me to win. Everyone in this house knows I'm a strong player, and I know they're gunning for me.
Tonight is an instant eviction.
Neha, I'm sorry, dear. I love you to death.
Neha, you have been evicted from the Big Brother Canada house. Oh my God. Who else was sad to see Neha go? Right? She was a fan favorite. Do you think it was smart of her to let everyone know how serious of a player she wanted to be?
No, but I mean, it's hard to control your emotions. I know that. But when she was like slapping it, I'm just like, girl, get it together, calm down. Like, you know? So I don't think it was very smart. And I think she just let her cards out too soon. She shouldn't have done that.
Well, I know a lot of people are like, well, she didn't have a chance to fight for herself. But Big Brother is all about expect the unexpected, not expect the expected. Like, she could have known that anything could have happened at any time, right?
Well, it's also you play the game every second of every day. She had 15 days to convince all of those other house guests why she shouldn't be a target in an instant eviction scenario. So I think she played incredibly poorly. She let everybody know she was a big threat. She told them she was a big threat. It's preposterous. Potential doesn't pay the bills. Neha was a really bad player, and she got what she deserved.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that because, again, and this is something definitely live feeders would know. We watched Neha flip the house on the feeds, but Kevin had already made his nominations.
So why didn't she do that a week ago to preemptively strike at it? I mean, like, doing it a few hours before you're going to walk out the door probably isn't going to do very much. She should have been proactive longer before she was in trouble, and she wasn't.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, but, you know, people are calling her Beha Sleha online. Like, I think a lot of people are going to be hoping she might make it back to the house.
I mean, if she has this chance to come back in, I think why the fans like her so much is because she does have a lot of potential. I know it doesn't pay the bills, but I think if she were to be put in a position of power, I think she would do a lot with the game because she's like, that's in her personality. That's something I feel like she would do, but she never really got the chance. But like you said, she had these opportunities. She did have days in the house. You have to spend every single day building bonds with people, figuring out your game. Like, you can't take a day off in there. So.
No, absolutely not. Well, she might make it back in the house. Greg might make it back in the house. So let's talk about KFC's first 5. One of the first 5 evicted house guests will be given a second chance to go back in. You're rolling your eyes.
Yeah.
Why are you rolling your eyes?
Because I'm bitter. I'm petty. I know.
Who do you think? Who would your money be on? Okay.
I think either Cindy or Neha. Would I think because Cindy's gonna fight, like she is gonna throw down, and so is Neha. They're both passionate people, and they want back in that house, so they're gonna fight.
Okay, and we only know 4. So out of the 4, who do you guys think has the best shot?
Well, probably Cindy to get back into the house. How long she lasts after that obviously remains to be seen. But I would put my money on her as having the best chance. Even only knowing 4 of the 5, I'd still probably say Cindy.
Okay, what do you think, Gary?
I definitely think Cindy's a standout just because she has so much competition threatness underneath her belt. But I want to pull for Neha just because I think she would do a really good job with strategy, and you know, maybe she would come in more chill. She can't come in as hard as she left the house.
And she still has alliance members in the house, really. She has people that would be loyal to her, whereas Cindy, I don't know if she would have someone to cling to who would really want to take her further.
I think Sarah and Brittany would definitely open her with welcoming arms and say, let's get this going. Like, let's really make some big moves.
Okay. We've got lots more to come on the Big Brother Canada Sideshow, including a chat with Greg. We're back to it right after this. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Joining Gary, Peter, and I this week is Aika. What up? Well, this week's evict, Greg, definitely had an impact inside the house. Let's take a look. Greg!
All right, nothing. This is crazy. Proper. This is brutal, man. Nobody has a everything's coming up. Chop shop, baby. You just entered the chop shop. Me and Bruno, we're like spooning, man. $1,000 and a letter from home. Boom! Proper.
Greg has got to go.
What just happened? I have no idea where I'm at right now in this house. My intuition and gut tell me something just ain't right for the Ginger Ninja.
Greg, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to nominate you.
Hashtag Ginger Ninja. Hashtag 604. Peace.
Let's hear it for Greg. Welcome to the show. Would you have a seat? Okay, so this is all very fresh for you. I understand that. You've been in there for a while, and now you're out in the wild. You said something in your interview saying you're not sure if you would want to go back in. Explain yourself.
I want back in badly.
So it took no time.
It took about 5 minutes. That's it. I want back in right now.
Okay, so what are your biggest regrets? What would you have done differently so you didn't find yourself on this side of the door?
I would not play the game so hard. You had to take a couple days off. I was in there for 21 days from day 1 until I was evicted or put on the block after the POV. I was playing games super hard. That was like the athlete in me, and I've learned in those 21 days that you need to take some time off in the Big Brother house.
Okay. Well, I do I do want to ask who you think has a good shot in that house, because we have a lot more information than you do. We're not going to give you anything, but from your perspective in the house, who do you think is a really good shot of taking on the Grand Prize?
Zach's playing a Hayden Moss type of game from BB12 USA. He's got a good shot. He's got everyone in the house liking him. I like JP's game that he's got going on, but I've also heard JP say, I don't care if I get eliminated, which kind of scared me. And I actually do like Kevin's game as well. He's very good in challenges. He's very smart. He's a deep individual. I haven't got a chance to really tune into that deepness with Kevin, but I like where Kevin's game's at too.
So would that be a regret, not aligning with the people that you just mentioned?
Absolutely. I was running in the back there, so many different scenarios if I do get back into the house on like would I go back to the chop shop? Would I blow up the chop shop? It was, my mind's already racing. My mind's already racing.
Okay, okay. Well, I know right up probably till the veto, you were extremely confident.
I was.
And I mean extremely confident. I think we're going to show some video evidence of this. Have a look.
No matter what, we got Sarah. I just talked to her in the bathroom.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, 100.
Yeah?
100.
But she's with John.
No, she's not, bro. No, she's not.
Are you sure, man?
Buddy, no one's here is playing this game like us, dude. The second I walked in this house, I was playing game.
Oh, 100%.
You're the same way. These other people, they're not even playing game, bro.
No, it's crazy. That's crazy, man.
We need to be on All-Stars where everyone's like, you know what I mean?
Everyone's
I'm telling
playing,
you, I'm being serious. They're not playing game, bro. They're not. Naya was trying.
Yeah.
Naya was like us. That's why she had to go.
Yeah, 100%.
We are killing it.
Yeah, we're okay.
It's our year, dude. It's our
we got this.
Greg, I'm giving you a slow clap on that one. You get a very slow clap from me.
How did I know you were going to show that exact clip?
Okay, Peter, what did you think of Greg's game?
Oh, no.
Do I have a reputation? I thought you were hilarious in there, actually. I got a kick out of everything you were doing. But within the game, you were comically inept. I mean, you sucked so bad the first 3 rows suffered from oxygen deprivation.
Oh, wow.
Wear it.
I mean, you should have been more ninja, less ginger.
Absolutely.
You know, you should have been invisible. You know, you shouldn't have been so boisterous. You shouldn't have got on people's nerves. You should have relaxed, like you said. You can't take days off. That's wrong. But you should have relaxed a little bit more. Also, you got way too confident in your alliance super early. And confidence is killer in there. Like, you can't be overconfident or you get too relaxed. Everything's easy. We're going to run this game.
I fully agree.
You can't do that. And that's why you went from chop chop to chop block.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
I fully agree.
Ika, you also didn't make jury, right? You were out in the first. What was the number?
I was. Arissa, you're trying to go there right now, Arissa.
I'm sorry. No, but talk to Greg. I'm very curious. Your experience coming out early.
Can I just tell you that I am so jealous of you. Like, Peter is really hard, okay?
Yeah, he is.
But you get a chance to fight and go back into that house where I didn't. And, like, that's all about me. And I'm just jealous. But you know what? You did get cocky, and that's why they chop, slice, and dice you at the house.
Absolutely. I get that. I understand it fully now, so.
You have an opportunity to learn from your mistakes, though, and that's something a lot of nobody gets. You know, you can go back in at a second shot with the same group of people and say, this didn't work the first time. Now I've learned. Maybe I can make something better the second time if you win. So
I
mean,
I love it. I love it.
How do you think Greg would do with the second shot?
No, I'm nice.
Carrie?
I just think just watch. You know, you're really cocky and overly confident from the get-go, and you have to kind of just combat that. Be proud, but like it was so early for you to be so overly over the top and overly confident.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. Let's hear it for Greg, everybody. Okay, well, there was a striptease inside the house last week. I don't know if you caught that one. Coming up, we'll show you the video evidence. The Big Brother Canada Sideshow is back right after this. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Joining us tonight is Ika. Oh, yes. And just before the break, we spoke to Greg. Now, we didn't show this to him because he, of course, has a shot at heading back inside the house. But we can check it out now. Here are the goodbye messages to Greg from the other house guests.
Greg, you're an incredibly nice guy. Unfortunately, your game, not so nice. You're explosive, you're chaotic, and you're unpredictable. And that's why you needed to go this week.
Greg, I love you like a brother. I'm so sorry that you're the one getting chopped this week. Know that it was not some grand scheme of the chop shop. We really will miss you. This does hurt us a lot.
The Ginger Ninja. I hate to see you go out like this, bro. You were great for my game. I had so much fun with you inside the house, and I can't wait to see you outside, man. Prop up.
Anytime I need a reminder on how not to play this game, I'll go look at your picture in the backyard. You are a first ballot Hall of Shame Big Brother player. One of the worst of all time.
Greg, you patronized the women from day one in here. You went after my girl, Nay. Now you're going after me? Strike three, buddy. You're out of here.
Wow. Wow. He was very divisive. Like, people really liked him or they really didn't. Does that surprise you?
Tell me how you really feel.
Exactly.
Wow. I think it's interesting because you never know what could happen with these twists. You have to be careful, especially in the beginning. But I'm not surprised. I mean, people are usually mean in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, people usually tell you how you feel. And in the jury, people are going nice things, you know, because they need the vote to win.
I really didn't like you because you were so dangerous.
Exactly.
Right. I know how it works. I know how it works. Are you surprised by how harsh some of those messages were at the end?
I'm not surprised at how harsh it was. They usually, there's usually some nice ones and some mean ones, and
does this affect things well after the game? I am curious. You guys both survived your seasons. Do you ever watch it back and go, oh my God, I can't believe you said that to me when I...
No, because it's the game.
Yeah, I was pretty mean in a lot of mine, and most of those have, those bridges have been mended. So I mean,
Okay.
I like when people are comically mean in their goodbye messages because you've defeated someone. You should have that right if you didn't like them personally in the game to have that little jab once they're outside. So I like that people got creative this time. I hate it was just, oh, you were nice, and I really liked our time together, and it was fun getting to know you. Shut up, man. Say something funny.
I love it. So we all know that Johnny celebrated his birthday inside the house, and first it was really bad, and then it was really, really good. What we didn't see is that one of his favorite gifts came from his cuddleman's Kevin. For the first time this season, this bonus scene includes a little striptease.
Today's my birthday, and it seems like my fellow house guests have a big surprise for me. This is amazing! Godfrey's up next. OMG! It's like this dude was a stripper in his previous life. My Kevy. He jumps onto my lap, straddles me, and lays one on me. Best birthday ever. Oh my God.
Wow. Wow. Happy birthday, Johnny. Peter, you look like you'll never be the same. Are you okay?
No, that was disturbing.
No, you weren't.
That was, I mean, I saw Tala give a Neil a lap dance, and that was bad enough, but that was preposterous.
Tell me about being in the house and being bored.
I was never that bored.
But they have to find, house guests have to find ways to entertain themselves. They don't have movies, they don't have phones, no TV, they don't have music unless they're the HOH. Like, tell me what that's like.
You got to find something to do in that house, whether it's a fashion show, doing your makeup, painting nails.
Oh my God, the
you guys make
fashion
games.
show.
You got to find a way to keep yourself sane in that house. So I totally get that. It's fun. You got to do something in there. I mean, what's wrong with the striptease, Peter?
Good for Johnny, I'll say.
Does that ever get tired though? And you're like, I just want some space and I want to do something that's not talking to people or talking game.
You honestly do get bored, and I wish I had found a release. And I probably would have been shredding letters in the backyard. I would have been.
Wait a second, did you say you wouldn't have been shredding letters in the backyard? But I would not give up that moment for anything in the world.
I'm just saying, if I probably wasn't so bored and then hating everybody, I probably had better relationships in the house. And it wouldn't have come to that.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Well, coming up after our final break of the night, we'll take a look at what we can expect this coming week. The Big Brother Canada Sideshow is back right after this. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Joining Gary, Peter, and I this week is Aika Wong. So, okay, let's take a look ahead to the upcoming week because I feel like we're at a crossroads in this game. We've seen a lot of unanimous or near unanimous votes. And right now, like, I feel like battle lines have been drawn, and I'm very, very excited to see what happens next. And of course, we have the Twistos twist. Okay, this POV twist that people can vote on at BigBrotherCanada.ca. So let's talk about this. The choices are, Canada will decide whether, with this veto, you have to absolutely use the power veto, or both people nominated would have to be replaced by the HOH. Can we talk about this? What do you think it will cause the most drama?
Okay, I want to see both HOH, take them off, both of them. It will just cause more drama, and I love seeing drama. I'm petty.
Okay, no, that would cause some drama because that means someone would have to get an excess amount of blood on their hands because they make the 2 nominees and oh my God, now you got to choose 2 more. Do you think Canada's going to go for the more extreme option?
Probably. Canada likes chaos. You're double dipping in blood on this one, which I think is awesome because it completely usurps what the HOH is intending to do. We saw it work great this week. Now the HOH may be in a position where, I have to make 4 people mad instead of just 2.
This is going to be very exciting.
It's going to be really juicy to watch. In Canada, you know which one to choose, okay? You know.
Okay, let's talk about who needs to win HOH right now. We are at a crossroads in a big way. Who do you think needs to win?
I think Bruno. I mean, he has a big empty space right beside him. He was literally walking around the whole house with Greg. So I think Bruno, he needs to win, or I think he's going to be a potential target. Who I would like to win, I would love it if Sarah won, because then it would be kind of, that same Brittany, Sarah back and forth. So that would be really cool to see Sarah win HOH. And she's such a gamer, but I don't think she wants to win. So.
Right. Okay. Who do you think shouldn't win the HOH?
Jordan and Zach have no business winning the HOH this week. They're playing perfectly fine as they are, and being put in that power, especially if we know it's coming, they should just avoid it entirely.
Okay, and I think that's their plan from what I'm seeing. And who do you think needs to win?
Shouldn't win or should win?
Who would you like to win?
You know what? I know. I wouldn't want to see the Britney or the Sarah side win just because they just won. And I do I'm petty. I like drama.
Yeah.
So
who's the dramatic choice?
I would say go with somebody else in the chop shop. Sorry, they're not my favorite, but I do like drama.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see what happens, and that does it for the Big Brother Canada sideshow. Remember, we'll be here every Thursday night only on Slice. You can always sit at BigBrotherCanada.ca for the live feeds and for more info. Big thanks to Peter and Gary. They'll be back again next week. Huge thanks to our special guest, Aika. Thank you so much for being here. A good night, Canada.